Fire and smoke rises from the city before me.
That happens after a missile blast.
The King's Bridge is gone.
You saw it happen. You were looking in that direction.
No.
And here comes the freak out. Here it comes.
I vaguely hear a scream of terror that sounds much like my own voice from afar.
It is your own voice.
I
That
feel
makes
as
sense.
though the Golden King's gentle smile is moving farther away from me.
It's kind of strange and off-putting that the Golden King means that much to her. It really is.
Every now and then, I tell my daughter the story of the night some years ago.
So pretty.
A night when the sky was radiant with shooting stars.
And here's our
That night, your father and I made countless wishes together.
Is that what they call it these days?
An asteroid called Ulysses came into Earth's orbit and disintegrated into millions of pieces, which poured down on the land below. As we watched the shooting stars that night, fragments from the asteroid rained down on our eastern neighbor, Slovakia, damaging a great deal of their infrastructure and devastating their economy.
Aren't those the guys who were attacking
Soon
us right
after, the news reported that their nation had fallen into a civil war, one that would last for years. Eventually, the internal strife was brought to an end when the generals came into power.
The generals?
In the midst of hardship, the citizens of Slovakia were convinced that the only way they could recover as a nation was to rely on a military government led by these generals. Before long, they went so far as to invade our nation, the Republic of Ameria. Our military was forced to retreat to Kesid, an island far to the west.
All this, of course, is told after.
My husband, a fighter pilot, also hasn't come home since.
Naturally not. The military retreated, right? Well, now. That's kind of special in and of itself. Wonder who her husband is. Well, now we know what Slovakia's problem is.
I am unable to think. All I can do is follow the others. Ever since we came to the twisted remains of my daughter's school bus, my soul has left me. I am empty.
Really depressing and emotional. That's a tank. It's kind of sitting here, not doing anything.
Some of our tanks are parked at the approach to the bridge.
Ah, evacuation.
There's a train still running on the other side of the river. She goes all the way out to the edge of the border. We've got to blast this bridge before the enemy gets a hold of it. So move it or lose it, people.
When he says move it, lose it. He means her life. Notice she's still just...
Here I see the wreckage of a jet that was shot down. On what's left of the nose, I can make out some writing. Melissa. It's my name. What a cruel twist of fate for me to see this.
Yep, the only woman named Melissa, ever.
My pilot husband, who had left for work that day with the same loving look on his face as always. He had painted my name on his angel.
Well, that image kind of makes me feel like an asshole.
I go into the crowd on the train and endure 2 weeks of pure hell before finally ending up at a refugee camp at the border. I don't know any of the names on the list.
That's usually a good thing.
My compatriots, who have now become refugees, gather around a single radio to listen to the broadcast. Even though the station is broadcasting out of Gracemeria, occupying forces have taken complete control of the airwaves. The enemy must have completely overtaken our capital, Grace Maria.
Yes, we gathered the name of the capital. Yes, we understand.
And although newer parts of the city have suffered considerable damage, the castle and a significant section of the old quarter have escaped relatively unscathed.
That's good.
However, the announcer went on to say that our castle was robbed of countless antiquities that once were elaborately displayed in our castle,
All those wonderful golden things?
stripped bare.
I liked those.
As the Estovakian military, it is our sworn duty to govern this crumbling nation and get it back on its feet, starting right here in Grace Maria. I found a group of street children in front of the central station here, where the area has literally been reduced to a slum. Step on up here, little girl. What do you have to say about all this?
Go dance with the angels, mister.
That sounded like an insult.
My ears were not deceiving me. That voice belonged to my daughter, Matilda.
Well, at least her day is a little bit better now, right? Wait, tutorial, what the hell is this? I don't need tactical training. Can I skip this? Yeah, we can skip this. Okay. You know, I think I could do without the training. Let's skip that. And instead, wait on a loading screen. Hey, look, it's another cutscene. For being a game about flying airplanes, I see an awful lot of cutscenes about people who are not on airplanes. Hey, that guy that was in that level.
I am Lieutenant Colonel Wojciech of the Estovakian Air Force. I arrived on a train to Grace Maria. To my detriment, I sustained a leg injury in the early stages of the war, relegating me to ground duty. I am now working as an intelligence officer for the Air Force. The ceiling has collapsed in the central station. From there, the city appears resigned to its fate beneath the Estovakian flag. What a pitiful sight. But at least there are no craters to mar the land.
He's of course talking about
They
his
are
own
lucky
land,
in that sense.
where I take it there are craters everywhere. Okay, tell me this. You know that you're in an unfriendly territory, and yet you leave your bags unattended. People in non-war-torn U.S. wouldn't do
Go dance
this.
with the angels.
There goes my spare clothing.
Yeah, that's tied to his hand, kid.
They will not be so lucky with these documents. What a miserable
Well,
city
yes,
this
and
must
it's
be,
partly thanks to
with
you
their
that happened.
children in such a state.
Ah, look, the Golden King is missing.
The fine works of art, once displayed in this
Oh, so you guys
castle,
didn't steal them.
were completely gone before the occupation forces arrived. Even the ancient armor of the Golden King, the collective heart and soul of the city's people,
But all the
along
money's
with the
still there.
crown, have disappeared without a trace. I must relay this unfortunate information back to the generals in my country. They were quite fond of those antiquities.
I can't help but kind of like this guy. He seems to actually care a little bit. Mission 2, Vitoze Aerial Defense, on the brink. Okay, what are we looking at?
A large-scale formation of Estovakian bombers is heading toward Vitoze, a city here on the island of Kezid. The enemy's plotting to storm Campania Airport, where our military is stationed, to stamp us out and put an end to this thing. Enemy bombers are approaching Vitoze from the north. Our advance team estimates they'll be above the city in about 15 minutes. Air units are to cooperate with our radar facilities and resume operations. An enemy takeover of Vitoze would mean the ultimate destruction of our country, America.
I love how he keeps on
and
repeating
of
the
our
words
American
Ameria,
Intercept
Amerian.
them at once.
They're really trying to establish this whole, yes thing. Let's see, does my gallery contain anything? Let's see, do I have any medals? Nope. How about assault records? Do I have any? Apparently didn't shoot down anybody important yet. Kinda odd, I thought I at least shot down 2 Striggans last episode. Oh well. Okay, let's go into the hangar. Now I have money. But can't do anything with it. I can buy weapons right now, but unfortunately the unguided bomb and the rocket launcher are just worthless. So we'll be flying the F-16 again. I can also decide,
Garuda 1, how about my weapon?
I can also
Are we ready
decide
to fly
Shamrock's
with these planes?
weaponry.
Garuda
In case
team,
I want
time
him
to
to have
take
anything
off.
different from me, but about 90% of the time I'm going to want him to have the same thing. So Shamrock's ahead of us.
Those bombers have passed through the mountains and are still on course for Vitoze. They're here.
Yep.
Head back to the base if you need supplies. You can land
Anytime
there
we can come back to
anytime.
base, we can do a quick landing mini game, and then we move on. Now that red target on my map you see, that's my actual target. That's the one I have to kill. But everybody else is gravy.
Garuda team, a formation of enemy bombers is on its way to Vitoze. Take them out.
Fight a good fight, troops. You're our only hope.
This territory is all we've got left. Garuda team, it's in your hands. We've got to intercept those bombers. Stay within range of the radar facility. That should give you the upper hand in battle.
They're under attack on the front line. Our air
To the
defense
ESM.
network won't last much longer. Is Estovakia trying to raise our entire country?
As I said, I believe last episode, ESM actually gives my missiles a higher chance of hitting, which can be kind of important sometimes.
Enemy down.
You know what? I think I found one. I'm amazed that cannon didn't attack me. This guy's already taking evasive action. I haven't even gotten close yet.
Missile struck target. More enemy bombers detected on radar. It looks like another formation.
All planes head back to base once you're out of bombs. Initiate bombing sequence.
American Continental Forces have succumbed to the might of our army and rise to defeat.
This is
That's
the
what
enemy's propaganda broadcast.
How about that, Sovies? Don't be thinking you can get through here.
Both planes are
Yeah, so
showing
we
up
get
on
a
radar.
lot
It's
to
another
deal with
bomber
this time.
formation. Intercept.
Stall out.
Damn it. What a bunch of lies.
Yeah, but I can fly all across the skies.
There's quite a few this time.
Leave this to me. I'll smoke the rest of them.
So Shamrock's kind of flying on his own right now. At any time, if I feel that I'm having some trouble, if they're targeting me a little bit too hard, I can have him come join me.
Connecting
I don't think it's gonna
ESM for
happen on this
Garuda
mission,
1.
though. This mission's actually kind of easy.
Gotcha.
And they haven't, I don't think they've used my nickname yet.
Bombers are still incoming. Stay sharp.
Well, they can at least shoot. I don't feel loved right now here.
Lock on.
Godzilla. That's what they are. Got 4 of them on this time.
Good work.
Sorry, 5. Oh, thank you. I could use that.
Connecting ESM for Garuda 1.
I actually got hit that time. Only 4% damage, though. Not particularly too bad.
Missile struck
Nope, you're
target.
going down. Afraid not, but we're working on it.
Oh, no, you don't. Enemy aircraft down.
I think this should do it.
Bomber number 8 confirmed down. Take out those bombers first and foremost.
Nope, one more.
Don't worry about the escorts. 9th bomber down. Fox 3, Fox 3.
I thought I saw him here. There he is. Goodbye.
Lock on.
And that's it.
Missile struck target.
All enemy bombers have been eliminated. We somehow plucked every last one of them.
Enemy bomber formation is confirmed down. I have to say you handled things well.
Whooping all that brains on us has got me a little too red in the face to go back home.
Roger that, Avalanche. I'll just report you as gunned down and missing in action. That's pretty harsh, Ghost Eye.
All planes, it's time to get on home now. Try and make it back for supper.
Okay, well. Everybody's kind of in high spirits. It's always a good thing. And S rank. That's what I like to see.
The enemy bombers have been intercepted.
Good.
Enemy aircraft around the Kesed perimeter have been significantly weakened. Our
That's what I like to
forces
hear.
have taken advantage of this opportunity to arrange a swift counterattack.
Yeah, you'll get it.
We expect
Fast
the
forward.
best.
See how we did. So far, kill percentage 100%. Apparently my missile, Oh, that's what... Okay. Those numbers don't seem to add up, right, in some cases. Yeah, Garuda 1 is, like, the ace of aces. He's amazing. He shoots down the most guys. He takes out the most. He helps the friends the most. Like, he is the legend of the American Air Force fleet. Yep. Okay, guys. When I see you next time, it'll be on the next mission, Mission 3. I'll see you soon.